Welcome to the Micro Spy training video. The Micro Spy is a very versatile and one of our most popular self-defense tools. We have it in black, you can see here. We also have clear. I'm going to be using the black for this training video. That way it's obviously easier to see. But I want to give you a quick background on the Micro Spy and how this came about. There's a movie called The Men Who Stare at Goats with George Clooney. It's an old movie, and actually the gentleman who George Clooney played in the movie is a friend of mine. And he was creating some plastic-type self-defense tools. And we got together and I said, well, let's design it this way. Let's make it the most versatile to protect people. And that's how the Micro Spy was born. So the beauty of this tool is it's got multiple edges where you can strike. So I can strike outwards on the top here, or I can slash people because it is very sharp here. You can carry this tool everywhere. I've flown all over the world with the Micro Spy, so that's the beauty of it. You know, it just looks like something that goes on a keychain. So it's got two holes here in the bottom. A lot of people, with the second hole, they'll put it through a keychain, put it on their keys, or they'll have it hanging off their belt, and it's a breakaway keychain. That way, if they need to use it, they just snap it off very quickly. Other people like to take paracord and run it through this first hole and then wrap it. So they'll have extra paracord just for survival and safety purposes. So I'm going to go over several different self-defense moves with the Micro Spy. This is going to be a rather short training video because this is a very easy tool to use. And in a self-defense situation, you don't want to have to remember 87 different moves. You don't want to have to train for years to get the experience of it. So that's the beauty. After watching this video and doing a little bit of training, you'll have the knowledge you need to protect yourself. So because the Micro Spy is a discrete self-defense tool, one of the most important things I recommend is have it out or take it out as soon as you feel threatened. A lot of people we train, a lot of women who are nurses, they'll leave the hospital very late at night. My sister-in-law is one of them. And when they're going to their car far away, they'll carry this in the hand. So we obviously know you can't walk with your knife out. You can't walk out with a gun in your hand in the parking lot. But you can walk out with a Micro Spy in your hand. That way, if somebody approaches, you don't have to reach in your purse. You don't have to reach in your pocket. You don't have to reach in a briefcase or anything like that. So you can have instant access to it. I've been in situations where something just didn't seem right. And again, I'll just take this out. I'll sit here. And there's no reason you can't have our keychain in your hand. So remember, don't wait until it's too late to grab this thing. As soon as you feel uncomfortable, something doesn't seem right, take it out of your pocket and just walk around with it. That's the beauty of the Micro Spy. So I'm going to have one of our instructors come in here right now. So again, very, very simple. I talked about slashing. If someone comes up here and is threatening you, and you think something's about to go down, maybe they, grab your shirt, maybe they grab something, I can slash with this. So I can hold it just like I am. So as you've held a hammer probably a million times, very easy to grip this, just like you're gripping a hammer. So I can slash here on the neck. I can also do a backhand where I'm slashing the opposite way on the neck. This is thick plexiglass, about 1/4 inches thick. It is extremely dangerous, so you will cut somebody wide open. So be very, very careful where you're training with this. Another thing is, let's say he comes up and he chokes me. If he's sitting here with his arms on me, I have multiple options. One, because the top of our Micro Spy is a point, I can go right in here in the neck. If I just jab him in the neck, I guarantee you he'll back off. If you take your two fingers right now as you're watching the video, and right below your Adam's apple, you have that little hole in your neck. If you push in there hard, just like that, it'll make you gag if you push hard enough. So it is a very sensitive area. Again, just right below your Adam's apple, push in there. So if some guy is sitting here choking me, and I jab this in here, he's going to let go, and then I'm going to have a chance to run away or escape. But what I can also do is, if he's choking me, is I can just come down here on any part of his hand. These incredibly sharp edges, as soon as I come down and I can just drop my body weight, again, I will guarantee you he'll let go because it's so painful. So it doesn't have to be any magic spot. you just pull down like this, drop your body weight, and it doesn't matter if you're a 100-pound woman. If you're dropping 100 pounds of weight, pulling down hard, you're going to rip into the attacker's skin. And even though he is a scumbag attacker, he still doesn't want to get injured. He'll let go. You'll be able to get to safety. Let's talk about what if an attacker throws a punch at you. Well, if, heaven forbid, let's say you're walking in a parking lot late at night, you've got your micro spy out, you're prepared. If you see someone throwing a punch, you've got to fight that natural human instinct to back up. Because as you're backing up, you'll get hit by the punch, you may trip, you may end up on the ground, where's the last place you want to be. All right, so as soon as he's coming up, he's being threatening, I see something's wrong, I actually want to go in. So you want to dive into the person, put your hands out, that way you're blocking the punch. Because if I just sit here like this, obviously, he can strike me. But if I go into him, I'm blocked it there, and then I can just slice down on the neck here. I can even slice down on the chest. I just want to drag this thing, make it as painful and take as much skin as possible. So again, I want to go in and just drag down the whole body if need be. So don't be afraid to go into the punch. Now, maybe I'm really caught off guard and I don't have time to go into the punch. Well, what you can do, of course, is if I'm sitting here, buddy, please, 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 boom, I can meet the hand here, I can meet it here, wherever he throws it. So even if he, I'm stepping back and he misses a little bit and it's that way, I can jab here, I can go here. So as I said a minute ago, there's not one magic spot where you have to strike him with a micro spy because it has so many sharp edges. Wherever he goes, even if I miss it this way, I can slash here, I can go into the body here, I can go onto the neck here, I can do a lot of things. Another thing you can do with this is you can easily conceal it. So maybe I'm not 100% sure the guy's going to harm me and I don't want to sit here like this and kind of act threatening or menacing to him. I can just sit here, I can hide it, put it under here. Now you can't see it. And I can say, sir, I don't want any problems, please, please, please. And the moment he throws a punch, the moment he grabs me, so let's just say he's throwing a punch here, I can get it out, I can slice the neck here, I can slice the neck here, I can do a whole bunch of stuff. Or maybe I'm sitting here talking like, please, buddy, and he tries to choke me, same thing. As soon as he does that, I can deploy this in a second, and just so you can see it, I can come around and slash. So it's very easily hidden here. That way, I'm, again, prepared. As soon as that guy makes a move, well, then boom, boom, I can come out to the neck, I can slash, I can do things. So it doesn't have to be perfect, you just have to act very, very quickly. Now we're going to talk about wrist grabs. So wrist grabs are actually very easy to escape from. I'm going to show you how easy it is even if you don't have the micro spy. So we know that a lot of criminals, especially children, they'll jump out and they'll try and abduct children or women on a bike trail. They'll try and drag them in the woods. So when somebody grabs your wrist, a lot of people want to try and tug and get away, which doesn't do any good, so the guy can drag you off. You're just in a tug of war. What you actually want to do is step forward and bring your hand all the way up as if your elbow's going to the sky. So he's grabbing very, very hard here. He's actually stronger than me. All I'm doing is sitting here, boom, like that. So bringing your elbow to the sky, or maybe even you could say you're bringing your elbow to the guy's face, because I don't care how strong the guy is. He could be 300 pounds and Hercules. If I do that and step in, he's going to let go. Now, let's say he's got maybe two hands or he's ultra strong. Same thing, but this time I'm going to use my support hand. I can just reach in there and help myself. So most likely, even if he does use two hands, I could still get out this way, but if it's a younger person or somebody who doesn't have a lot of strength, you may want to reach in there, grab that hand, and throw it up. Now, the micro spy, the beauty of that is, first, let's say you forget to bring up. I can just turn the micro spy and start jabbing it into him. But if you remember to step up and bring your elbow to the sky, as soon as I'm loose here, I can just slash at the neck, I can slash at the arm, I can start going crazy. Because with the micro spy, we're trying to create that window for us to escape. I don't expect you to slash the guy 1,000 times, nor do I want you to. What I want you to do is, if this guy's trying to take me away, break it, slash him until he's dealing with his, cut or wound, and then get out of there because he's no longer harming you and you have that opportunity to get away. So if he grabs it, again, you can bring up and slash, or I can just start jabbing this into him and he'll let go. Now if he grabs the opposite hand, I again have the neck. I can jab in here to that little area of the throat, or it doesn't matter if he's got two hands on here, I can slash, but what is best is to just throw it down, put it down just like this, and just sink your body weight. If you just sink your body weight, he will let go. And if you have a micro spy already and you just do that lightly, you'll see how painful it is. So however they do a wrist grab, step in, I mean, two-handed, doesn't matter to me. I can easily do this, slash, slash. Or if he's two-handed on both hands, I can dig in here, he'll let go, I can dig in here. I can use any of the points to get out of there. So we know that if somebody's walking through the Walmart parking lot late at night or a nurse, a lot of times these guys will pop out, try and grab you, try and take you away. If you have this, no matter what hand, you can sink it in there, push hard, get yourself to safety. What about if you're in a bear hug? So criminals like the element of surprise. Let's say he comes up here, he bear hugs me, he's stronger than me, he can't do anything. I've got my micro spy, I'm just gonna sink it in. And this time, I could use two hands, drop my body weight, I'm sinking the very sharp point into his hand, he will let go. Of course, I can also start jabbing in between fingers, and you can see that I very lightly touch his finger, and he was ready to let go. So it really doesn't take much. If the guy tries to pick you up and he's gonna go around my chest again, a trick you can do is to take one of your legs and hook it on the inside of his leg. It doesn't matter if I use my left or right, but if I hook on the inside of his leg and he's gonna try and lift me up right now, you can't lift somebody off the ground if I hook on the inside of his leg. So most criminals are just gonna grab you and try and take you away. As soon as you sink that micro spy in their hand, they'll let go, then run if you can. If they keep coming at you, just start slicing. This is dangerous. They don't want to get hit. They'll realize, whoa, I should go find an easier victim. Now, if he comes from bear hug to the front, same thing. We got the ribs, the kidney. I can just start slashing anywhere. I can sink this into his back, and I felt him tense up as I was lightly doing this. I can go to the back of the arm where it's sensitive, a lot of nerves here. So wherever you can have access to, just start jabbing it in. They'll let go. You'll get a chance to escape. Now, if they put you in a headlock, so let's say something's gone wrong, I find myself in a headlock. I have multiple options here. I can start slashing and sinking it in right here at the hands will let go. I can go right to the crotch, which we know would not feel good. And then I know his head's up here, and I know we can't protect it because his hands are around me. So I can just start jabbing and going crazy to the neck, to the eyes, to that area. So very effective, very easy to use. If you wanted to use it for compliance, so maybe someone is giving you problems, police use compliance, maybe there's a protester who's not moving and they try and encourage him by using pressure points. Something that is incredibly painful is behind the ear. If I take the micro spy, put it behind his ear, put my thumb here, and I start putting pressure, I guarantee you he will walk, there we go, he will go wherever I want him to go, and I was barely putting any pressure. So you can get people to do what you want, just go behind the ear because the ear is so sensitive and this is so sharp. Another way you can use some nasty pressure points is you can go right up under the nose. This curves out perfectly to fit under somebody's nose. So boom, I go like that and his head will start going back, and where the head goes, the body goes. So if I sit here, jab hard, head's gonna go back, he's gonna end up falling on his back. And then of course we always have the eyes. The beauty of striking the eyes is they're right here, so I can jab straight into them, I can slash into them. If you take out the eyes, they can't see what they're doing. But also if you go after the eyes, anybody that's ever been poked in the eye, you and me included, as soon as you get poked in the eye, you want to protect it. You immediately bend down because obviously your eye's hurt and you don't want anything more to happen to it. Well, if I slash these eyes, if I gouge these eyes, he's going to immediately bend over, protect those eyes because he doesn't want to hurt again, and then you have that chance to get out of there. And that's what it's all about. As soon as we have that window to escape, we always want to get to safety. To practice with your micro spy, something very easy you can do is get some cardboard. You can practice jabbing, practice slashing, and you can see how much damage this will do. So if I just come out here, I can see the hole made. If I come here and slash, I'll show you just that little slash, and this is thick cardboard, the damage it did to this hole, did to this hole. So imagine if you're taking this and you're dragging that down on somebody's chest, on somebody's arm or hand. It is a very effective tool for making somebody let you go. That way you can get to safety if they're trying to harm you. I've thrown a lot at you at this short video of the micro spy training, but that's because I want you to go back and watch it over again. I want you to see the moves. Remember, the beauty of the micro spy, it's very easy to use. Grip it like a hammer. You can slash. You can jab right out. You can use pressure points. And remember, if heaven forbid you're ever under attack, you're going to take wherever you can. You know, if somebody's grabbing you, just sink down on the wrist, or if somebody bear hugs you. And lastly, remember to take this out as soon as you feel uncomfortable. Don't wait until it's too late. If you're one of the people who does not own our micro spy yet, I had my web guide just before I shot this video create a special coupon code for you. You can get 20% off the micro spy right now. Go to our website at safehomegear.com. Again, that's safehomegear.com. And use coupon code MicroSpy999. If you use MicroSpy999, and I'll have my web guy also put it up on the screen here, you'll get 20% off the MicroSpy. Highly encourage you to get this for your friends and family because it is such a discreet and versatile self-defense tool that you can carry everywhere.